Hi, I'm Jen, and I'd like to welcome you to the Allelu experience. I can't tell you how excited I am to share this new, easy-to-use, and faith-filled early childhood program. It was created from the best in catechesis, child psychology, and family enrichment. Allelu's Christ-centered, developmentally appropriate methodology is grounded in the Bishop's guidelines and successfully combines the knowledge and experience of faith in the home and the classroom. You'll find its flexible format, multi-sensory lessons, and step-by-step catechist manual make everyone an expert on helping young children learn and grow in faith, while having fun at the same time. The children and their families alike are going to enjoy the weekly activity sheets. These colorful sheets are not only a learning tool for the classroom, but also go home to the family table to encourage family prayer and faith sharing. Involving the entire family will encourage and support the parents as their child's primary educator of the faith. Now, with this basic understanding of the vision of Allelu, let's watch and experience the program in action. We'll showcase the 5 basic components of every lesson. Then you can expand or narrow the lesson based on the unique goals of your parish or school. You may find it helpful to have the Catechist Guide handy to review the steps in more detail after the video. A perfect example is for creating an ideal space for your kids. Review the guide for specific suggestions, as a well-arranged space can help guide children's behavior. Artwork and decorations at eye level can keep the space inviting and interesting. Even an organized supply table can go a long way to helping things run smoothly. Depending on your situation, you may have to transport decorations and materials from one space to another. This program is really flexible and easy to use, so getting the hang of it is going to be a snap. Each of the 28 lessons in Allelu is broken out into 5 sequential parts that are designed to last 5 to 15 minutes each. Welcoming, gathering, discovering, exploring, and sending. The structure and activities of each segment incorporates singing, doing, touching, and playing for a fully multi-sensory experience without the extra work of planning and preparing this on your own. Let's start from the beginning and talk a little bit about welcoming first. Welcoming is just that, a chance for us to be the first face the children see. Remember to smile, be open. We're the representatives of God's warm embrace. The children will probably be excited to see you and to share with you something that happened since the last time you were together. You already know that children do best with structure, and you'll find that Allelu's unique format has just the right amount of built-in repetition for it to be familiar to the children. And because the program encourages children to learn by doing, touching, singing, and playing, the guide also includes a checklist of recommended materials that go along with each lesson, making your planning and preparing very easy to do. These simple steps go a long way toward what we call honoring the child. When they're ready, invite the children to the welcoming area. Welcoming is a way for you to introduce the children, and more importantly, a way for the children to introduce themselves to the day's topic. Each lesson in Allelu has a clearly stated lesson goal included in the background for catechists and teachers, so you'll always have the desired outcome in mind to guide your theme. And while we'll provide a little direction, the welcoming area is mostly about getting the children engaged with the subject from the moment they walk through the door. The experts in childhood development who wrote Allelu know that for a program to be developmentally appropriate for children this age, it has to create an environment that allows them freedom and independence. That's what welcoming is all about. The welcoming activities are fun, hands-on, and easy to do. Each lesson emphasizes prayer, scripture, ritual, and church and community life. Gathering is an opening ritual or an activity that is tied to the day's theme. Invite the children to quiet themselves. Sit with them for several seconds in silence. Gathering helps to transition the children from the busyness of their lives to a more reflective state for the next two sections. When they've made the transition into quiet, invite one or two of them to prepare the space for the group. Just as Jesus calls each of us by name, welcome each child to the prayer table by name. Bless each child with the sign of the cross on their foreheads. In these ways, Allelu allows children an experiential relationship to the ritual rather than simply observing it. Then say the prayer together that fits with the theme. Allelu follows the guidelines set out by the General Directory for Catechesis, which means you can feel confident that the materials are firmly rooted in the Catholic faith. Prayers for each lesson in the gathering section are included with your Allelu teaching materials. Even though the theme changes each week, this ritual keeps them engaged and lets the children know what to expect and what's expected of them. Remember, Allelu is about kids experiencing their faith through activity and participation, not about talking at them. The gathering section should be inclusive and allow the children to participate whenever possible. When each child has been acknowledged, it's time to start the lesson. When you finish the ritual in the gathering area, it's time to move out of the sacred space and into a larger setting for discovering. Discovering is a storytelling and learning time where we'll present the key points of the lesson. Young children think and learn differently from older children. That's why Allelu balances traditional catechesis with lots of interactive, hands-on activities that engage all five senses. In Discovering, there are many ways to bring the scripture stories to life, whether it's as simple as storytelling magnets, as open-ended as question and answer periods, or as inspiring as various forms of dramatic play. When you finish telling the story of our faith, it's time to move on to the exploring section of the lesson. Exploring allows the children a choice of activities to complete. All of them are firmly rooted in the day's lesson. Exploring activities will involve drawing, arts and crafts, or music. Other lessons will ask the children to participate in dramatic play using items easily found at home. Dramatic play is an opportunity for children to extend the lesson while engaging in play. It helps them to become aware of themselves, their peers, and the larger church community. The catechist sets the tone by providing simple props, such as bathrobes, towels, aprons, or a few household items. So the outcome for some lessons may be Bethlehem, where the children dress like Mary, Joseph, or an angel. For other lessons, it may be a cooking area, where the children bake cakes, celebrate birthdays, or prepare a family dinner. The goal of exploring is to reinforce the message that we introduce to the children. Exploring activities, just like the other 4 sections in each lesson, include helpful hints and tips for teachers and catechists to ensure the activities go smoothly. The experts in child development who created Allelu have made sure that the program addresses the developmental and spiritual needs that are unique to young children. It's important to carefully review and choose the activities that are right for your group of children and time frame. Then prepare with the checklists included with Allelu to make sure you have everything you need for the exploring section of the lesson. It's another way the program can be flexible and accommodate classes that need to run longer and others that have less time. When you and your class have completed the exploring activities you have planned for the lesson, it's time for our final section, Sending. Sending is our closing for the day's lesson. It's a chance to reinforce the messages one more time, and it incorporates prayer methods and rituals tied to our Catholic traditions. Music is a big part of our faith and a major component of Allelu. Sending rituals begin by having the class sing together the sending song. The familiar sending song that you and the children will come to recognize as the signal to close your time together will become a sacred tradition that you will share as the classes go on. Many lessons include sending rituals that incorporate discussion. It's a chance for the children to say aloud and reinforce for themselves and each other the significance of the day's theme. It also provides another opportunity for the children to pray together. End your time together by giving the children the activity sheets that they'll take home to share with their families. At its core, Allelu's philosophy and methodology come together in the one-of-a-kind child-family activity sheets. These 28 interactive activity sheets are designed to be worked on in class and then brought home to share with the family. These colorful, cleverly formatted sheets provide both structure and support to positively reinforce family rituals while initiating discussion and growth in faith. The activity sheets include scripture, prayer, and a saint in every lesson. The activity sheets are meant to extend the Allelu experience and help bring catechesis into the home. Each lesson's activity sheet continues the combination of tradition and hands-on learning in a way that involves the whole family. They're meant to be shared and can serve as great starting points for mealtime conversations. Allelu has a format for any classroom. This program is adaptable to meet your class on its faith journey. For additional ideas, you can review the extension materials included at the end of each lesson. These kinds of tools make Allelu flexible enough to expand into multi-day programs, or they can be used as additional activities for your class. The CD is also reproducible so that your kids and families can learn and sing their favorite songs at home. We know you'll find the Christ-centered methodology and the experience of our experts in child development combined to make this program one you'll use for years to come. And don't forget that our Sunday visitors' support for the program doesn't stop here. The Catechist Companion and Allelu.com are resources you can use to ask questions and expand on the materials you've already received. God bless you as you begin this exciting new program with your preschoolers, and thank you for choosing Allelu.